Hi, high school families. This video is for you who were not able to make it last Wednesday. I just wanted to take some time to talk about what this year is going to look like and the new opportunities that we have in store for all of you. So, as you have all probably heard by now, Christian Family School of Religion, so CFSR, is no longer open. Due to COVID, we are not able to continue offering CFSR. So Father Gross and I got a call from the school during return to learn planning that said, because of our COVID precautions and scheduling, we just can't offer CFSR. We can't offer that release time this year. It's not a full closed door. There's possibilities in the future, but for this year, it's not an option. And so with the close of that door, there is new openings. I do want to say CFSR served our parish as well for many years. When St. Francis de Sales Catholic High School closed, CFSR opened to serve our parishes, and they did serve us well. And I truly enjoyed being a part of CFSR last year, but I do look forward to what new opportunities God has in store for us in this upcoming year. So on your calendars, you'll notice the blue dates. There are 12 of them on your calendar. We tried to make them as rhythmic as possible so that families could remember when they are, but they are typically the second and the fourth Sunday of the month. And those will be 2-hour sessions. And I'll explain a little bit more when we meet on the 13th, September 13th, about how the nights will look and what each night will include. But I just wanted to give you a brief story about Life Teen. So we'll start using a program called Life Teen. Its slogan is leading teens to Christ, closer to Christ. It started in the 80s. It's 30-some years old. I found Life Teen when I was in 8th grade. It was a Catholic community for me. I needed Catholic friends. I wanted Catholic friends. And I went to a conference and I discovered Life Teen. And Life Teen was that for me. I could go on their website and listen to Catholic music. I could read articles from Catholic people. I could listen to Catholic speakers. It was a group of community, a group of people that I longed to have in my life. And when I went to college and I graduated and I started ministry, I wanted to bring the joy and the authenticity that Life Teen offers to the parishes that I served. Life Teen, it's always leading people to Jesus, to the true person of Jesus. Father and I hope that this year, when we're done, the teenagers and families can say, I know who Jesus is. I met Jesus. And not just met him and know things of him, but know him. Know Jesus as a person. Know Jesus in the Eucharist. And so part of that is why we chose Life Teen. We'll meet on the Sunday nights. We're meeting on Sundays because Wednesdays are filled with K through 8th grade. And also meeting that 2 hours, we'd have to go to 9 o'clock, and some parents were a little concerned about the lateness of that time. So we will be on Sunday nights. Sunday nights will give you plenty of time to get home from sporting events and family functions, and there's only 12 of them in the year. So make sure that you block those off. One story that I shared on Wednesday, and I want to share quickly with you, is a story about how Life Teen has transformed people's lives. And when you bring Life Teen to a parish, you have to develop a core team, which is a group of parents. And this core team becomes a community in their own sense. The core team from Cedar Falls, when I worked down there, we still talk to one another. We saw each other at one of our students' weddings. We became a community of faith. We shared faith together. We don't just come together to plan the night, but we come together to learn about the night, because we are first students to then be leaders to all the teenagers. And so I really ask all of you adults to pray about being on core team. Know that you will never be sent into a night cold. You'll never be sent into a night alone. You will come to a night prepared. You'll know what's going on. And hopefully you'll have an understanding of where the church teaching is and why the church teaches that, and be able to express that and listen to the teenagers as they go through small group and to share what you have already learned with them, and to grow in faith with the high school. An additional opportunity that we are offering for high school students is Girls Group, once a month over at St. Al's and at the school. And we'll just take time to build community as women, and learn about our faith and grow together. We might do a book study this year, but all of it is to just really take time to be together, and to support one another as we walk through life. The other opportunity that we're hoping that can happen is a high school overnight retreat. It's a 3-day retreat in March, and we're hoping that COVID restrictions will be lifted enough by then that we can have this retreat experience. Retreat experiences are awesome to take time away. We retreat from our normal life, and we give God a chance to work in our hearts, and stir up in us where we are to go. We also get to take time to listen to God. Usually our lives are so busy that we don't have time to listen. And so it gives us time to step back and to listen and retreat from the everyday hustle bustle and just rest in God's presence. And so we hope that COVID restrictions will be lifted enough by March that we'll be able to have that experience for the high school students. So please let me know if you have any questions about the high school program. Our first meeting will be September 13th at 6:30 up at the church at St. Al's. We'll meet upstairs. We'll always meet upstairs in the church, and then we'll spread out around the campus from there. I would love to share more about Life Teen with all of you. If you were not able to make the Wednesday meeting and you're watching this and you want to know more, I'll be having a short info meeting for parents after the Mass on the 13th. So we're starting the 13th with the Mass at 6:30, and then we're going to have a social. We'll have a fun social night after Mass, but I'll have a short info meeting for confirmation and for learning about Life Teen. Know of my prayers for your school year. I hope the year is going great, and I can't wait to start this year with all of you. Bye, guys.